Okay, well, some of you guys have been asking for a tomato update. I hate to be the bearer of some sad news, but they're not doing so great. They're still rolling, the leaves are rolling up, and well, they just don't look all that good. And I'm pretty sure it was what plenty of y'all suggested, the physiological leaf roll, and I think it's just because they had a hard beginning. When I first planted them, they were in their little pots for a really long time, probably not enough room and nutrients. And even though when we first put them in, they looked like they were going to be okay. At first, they did look pretty sad and spindly in the dirt, but they did start to look okay, and they really started to flourish. And then, of course, we had the roll, and I was worried it was some kind of fungus or insect-borne disease, and but I'm pretty sure it was just that physiological leaf roll, and from their not so great conditions. I've talked before a little bit, and I'm sure Zach has too, about how we garden, and basically we're complete amateurs, and we don't put a whole lot of effort into trying different techniques, that kind of thing. What we're really wanting to do is learn how to garden the way our forefathers would have done it, and so obviously we have the tractor and whatnot, but as far as different methods and different concoctions to put on the plants, etc., we kind of just go hands off, and let Mother Nature take her course. So when everyone suggested all these different things, which thank you, by the way, to everyone who commented. It was a wonderful response. A little overwhelming because there were so many different opinions, but so we got a lot of good ideas, which if we were gardening any differently, I would definitely take into consideration. But we've been getting enough rain. It hasn't been overwhelming, but I think it's been plenty. Everything else seems to look good. And so we haven't been watering we haven't been doing any extra watering. Well, you just might have seen the video about the wood chips. So maybe we will get around to mulching, although I think it might be a little late in the game for mulching of the tomatoes. Probably will end up getting the girls to bring up some wheelbarrows full. But a couple of other things that I did, when I was staking them, I pinched all the suckers off, and then somebody else on one of the comments said to not have any of the foliage touching the ground. So I went ahead and did that to a lot of plants. So they just look kind of they just look sad. they're not full and lush, especially the ones that are curled up. And I hate to say this, but the cages seem to look a lot better, the ones that are in the cages, the ones that I haven't pruned back. But I don't know. Another thing is that it seems to be only one of the varieties. There's at least 2 varieties in here. I thought that I had started seeds from Rutgers and from Beefsteak, but it definitely looks like there's some Romas in here. So there's something got mixed up there, and I do remember starting Romas. I don't remember thinking that these were Romas, but anywho, I'm pretty sure that's what I got. So the Romas look okay. It's like, I think it's the Beefsteak that are doing something weird, or perhaps the Rutgers. I'm not sure. I grew the Rutgers last year and saved the seeds from it, and the Beefsteak I bought from the store, so I don't have any experience with it. But what else? So they're still rolling. I pruned them back a lot so they don't have a whole lot of foliage. They're putting off fruit. Some of them look much better than others. The ones that are rolling, I can't tell a difference. They still are putting off fruit, maybe not as big. And then I have noticed some signs of some early, what I think is probably early blight, you know, the yellowing of the bottom leaves. I don't know if that's from not watering or what. You know, it does. It looks like they're just dry, and I'm sure mulching would have helped. I'm just gonna let them go and see what they do, and learn my lessons from this year again. And I've got some more tomato plants down in the smaller garden that they look fine right now. They're not doing any weird rolling or anything, so we'll just go with it and hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, and we'll try again next year. But really appreciate everyone's advice, and we'll keep you updated, and maybe we'll get some tomatoes. Thanks. Okay, as you can see, this is all our okra. Okra looks fantastic. Beyond that, we have our pumpkins, which also look fantastic. And then there's the tomatoes. I'm going to get a little bit closer so y'all can take a look at some of the things that I mentioned. Now, my dad cut all these stakes for me in the sawmill, and we have one cage that we had misplaced, and he found and stuck it in there. So there's that one that I was talking about. Looks pretty good. And then there's these Romas, which are not great, but they're not doing the roll. I have noticed a little bit of blossom end rot on some of them that I forgot to mention, which I'm pretty sure that's from not enough water also. But I'm also thinking that there's something maybe inhibiting the plants from getting the nutrients that they need from the ground. We've discussed the issue of grazon quite a bit, that perhaps the manure that we use has been tainted, because we have not had any success with potatoes either. Of course, they're the same family, so that would make sense. So I'm trying to find one with the blight at the bottom. Let's see. There's one. I'm trying to make this as smooth as I can as far as being jerky. Yeah. What's going on there? But as you can see, this plant's got a lot of nice fruit on it. And so on. I mean, they're hopefully going to give me some fruit still. This is one plant that is definitely done. That thing is done. I need to just pull it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was maybe just the lack of water. I think there was a couple weeks there that we didn't get much rain. But like I said, I mean, everything else is just healthy. So I don't know. It's very strange. No purple veins in the rolls, though, so we know it wasn't that other insect, spread one. But anyways, learned a lot. I'm gonna keep learning. Hopefully one day I'll be able to make some salsa, spaghetti sauce. All right, thanks.